I know. You thinking, where you been? And I thought you said we was gonna do this for Women's Month, and we is, girl. Okay, we is. I didn't leave y'all. Okay. Life just be life, man. Sometimes, when you hear life be life, man, I think people think negative, but it sometimes be positive things. And for me, it's definitely positive things, but I could not close the month out without dropping these gems. So, welcome to episode 3 of the Women's Love mini series. This episode is called Survivor. I'm a survivor. And this episode is going to be about who to vent to, and be careful who you venting to while coping, surviving, and rebuilding yourself. So, like the title was saying, we all got that one person where it's just like, oh, when I'm going through things or when I got ideas, good or bad, this the person my go-to girl, guy, whatever. And sometimes you have to be very careful whose energy, spirit, alignment of themselves you're allowing to dissect, put energy on, focus on when it comes to your business and your life while you are rebuilding yourself. You have to be very careful of things that you're telling, things that you're not keeping just to yourself while you're going through your transitional space. And the reason is because a lot of times we vent and we, speak of great ideas or bad, and we put it to a person who purposely is trying to change our alignment to better. Some people are purposely in your life or around your life to see it go to shit, to be honest. And you have to be very mindful and very careful of those people. You have to be someone who can watch those in disguise. And being a survivor is someone who has been through that, and sometimes we still relive it with a new person. It just has a new face because we haven't gotten to a place where we can really pinpoint that. So you have to be very careful on who you're giving even your good news to. Make sure that you are giving and sharing encouraging things, or not even your bad things, to the right ear. Everyone's not listening with the same intention, and everyone's not giving you advice or feedback with the same grace. So you have to be very mindful. Surviving things that have haunted you, that it may be still haunting you, or it's some things that you might have to ride solo. You might have to be in that boat surviving through them storms by yourself. And I know that can be hard for a lot of people, especially those who have problems with coping alone, problems with doing things alone, period. But sometimes healing involves just isolation. And with that, you might have the greatest gain. So be very mindful of who you allowing in that boat, in that survival boat with you through that storm. Who really has the life jacket? If it's not you, then who? And if you're trusting and assuming that another motherfucker is there to save you, you have a lot of more work to do. Because in all honesty, nobody can save you but you. So sometimes when you catch yourself like, oh, it could be something easy. I just had a hard day. I need to talk to my homegirl. Think about when I do contact that homegirl or homeboy, what is the feedback that I usually give? Does that person even, talk about solutions, or do they let me sit in problems? Does that person give great advice as far as things that I've already overcome, and I couldn't do this as well? Or do they kind of sit in my sorrow with me? You have to be very careful of allowing people to write a story for you before you even write it. Like, a lot of people will do that. They get the calling rolling, and you get the calling, and they already answering their phone, rolling their eyes because they feel like, oh, here she go again. But it's just like, Be your own savior. Be your own lifeboat. Allow yourself to sit in your emotions, just not too long, but definitely feel, you know what I mean? Feel the presence of the emotion, but also allow yourself to create solution by yourself. Because you don't want to become codependent on another person to initiate or to show up with real results that are positive. You want to be able to do that by yourself. And to do that, sometimes you have to survive alone. You have to, learn how to put that life jacket on or learn how to put that mask on and figure it out. And we, especially as women, a lot of us have nurturing spirits, and we think that everybody has that, just because we have been aligned with that, but everybody doesn't. Everybody doesn't even have the type of energy that is even welcoming with your problems, or even great. It don't even have to be bad news. It could be great news. So you just have to be very careful on who you're venting to and what are you venting. And we be thinking, well, we grown, and we don't have those kitty issues anymore. And people, that's back in the days when you was a teenager and you couldn't trust friends. No, it's still present in anything too. It doesn't have to be a relationship problem. It could be something at work. It could be, like I said, it could even be a win. It doesn't even have to be something that's negative. You just have to be very careful who you allow in your space of thoughts. And with that, you have to make sure that you are giving, if you do want to share something, you may have to make sure you're giving key components to whatever you're sharing that can also protect you, because you don't want to just spill, and then months or years down the line, everybody knows your business, and that's because you chose to allow someone else to save you in a situation, and now they feel like, oh, I helped her, and they can't wait. People can't wait to tell a success story, and you have to be very careful with that. People love seeing how they helped you and took you out of a bad dark storm and took you out of a bad place, and it wasn't even their place in the beginning to speak about it. So you have to be very careful on, what am I sharing? Who am I venting to? Is this person taking this personally? Because that happens a lot as well. Like, you look up, you telling somebody what's going on with you, and now it became a conversation about them and their life, and how things like that same exact thing is happening to me. And it's just like, whoa, where did this turn? So just make sure you're creating a space of isolation, not too isolated to where you're going crazy, but definitely in a space of where you are in your own thoughts, creating your own solutions, trying to get out of survival mode by yourself. And if you do have a lifeboat, someone with a life jacket that you do trust, remember to, appreciate that person and embrace that person in the right way. Don't overbear them with all your problems. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to make sure that you're able to have some type of answers yourself as well. And also remember, if that's someone who's good for venting on the bad days, they're also great for venting on the good days. So make sure if you are contacting certain people, make sure you giving them some of the wins too, if you're going to give anything. Don't just sit and sad and sorrow on this all the time. No. But definitely remember, who are you vented to? What are you venting about, especially during rebuilding? Some people hold things hostage on you that you didn't even want to keep reliving, and that's because you've allowed too many people in the boat. Survive on your own, survive with certain people. Everybody cannot go, and you have to remember that, okay? Cheers to episode 3, Survivor. Definitely, it will be a song selection at the end of this, so make sure you check that out. Also, make sure y'all like and comment on these videos, on these mini series, and let me know what you all think and what else you would like to add for all of the other people watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.